2021 here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, usually right around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So when we're late, like today, a couple minutes, because we're just talking about other stuff behind the scenes. We get carried away. But, of course, we've got the World Series Game 2. We've got NBA basketball, 10 games, I believe. And we have NHL as well today. So plenty to talk about. And, of course, we'll be right back with you in just a sec.
Hi, it's Mitch from PickDogs.com.
Oh, for sure. These games have to be high drama.
Here we go again. I'm going to go big and see what happens.
Welcome, everyone. Good morning. We were just talking about crab legs and pie. That's pretty much what we talk about here on a regular basis. That time. It's my birthday, 2.5 weeks. Got rods coming up. Starts November 1st, runs through about mid-November.
Yep.
So if you'd like to make a deposit in his betting account, just he'll send you the Bitcoin information. Rod doesn't want anything this year. He just put like Bitcoin deposits in his sports betting account.
Nice.
Not a bad idea. Maybe that's what I'll do for Christmas this year. Just fund like a sports betting account for us. That's a good idea.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea at all. Yeah, let's do it. I'm in.
I'll put some of our big
Who's
winners
going to be
in
the
there.
class president? It'd have to be Bittler. He's in the U.S. betting state.
Good old Pennsylvania.
Good old PA. Anyways, hope everyone's having a great day. Great morning. I always have a exciting morning.
Joe's on mute.
What's that?
We don't hear Joe. There's comments saying we don't hear Joe, and I don't hear Joe either. We see lips moving, but no talking.
Okay, I'm here.
There you go. Yay!
Isn't there a Pink Floyd song about that? Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Lips moving, I can't hear what you're saying.
Comfortably numb.
I didn't get to do my workout this morning, so.
I started working out, and I was kind of like, you know what? I don't have it.
I was about to leave it at 5 minutes before 10 my time, and it gives me exactly an hour to walk 4 miles and get back. And I was afraid I was going to be a couple minutes late, so I didn't go. But
I'm gonna work out later. And my wife goes to like some kind of friend Chaco has a class that she has. I'll go. Whatever. Some kind of like power yoga or something.
Oh, that will be fun.
Yeah, I don't go to that. I only do vinyasa. I'm just kidding. That's the only yoga word I know, so I just always say that whenever Chaco says, "Are you gonna come to the class?" I only do vinyasa. Strictly.
I love yoga, especially hot yoga.
I think it's all hot yoga here in Maui. This is outside oceanfront yoga. This is,
Oh, nice.
yes.
That would be gorgeous.
Depends
I bet you could.
Depends who's going to the class.
I bet you can meet ladies going to a yoga class, though.
I bet you
I'm
can.
not into yoga.
Bet you
I
can.
bet you can.
Bet you can. I think the problem that men in yoga class have is that you get contorted into these weird positions, and things happen.
Yeah, it's not very masculine.
Not very good for the sound effects. So Chaco has like a she has her yoga. They have like headsets on thing, and I mean tons of people. She has so many people go to her class, and there's a lot of yoga studios. I mean, there's a lot of crunchy people right in Hawaii. So it's like all these yoga studios, but hers is like super crowded. She does it outside, and she's really cool. Her and her son her son's name's Duke. He's like 3 years old. Chaco showed her a picture of my wife at the yoga class, and Duke's first response, "Where's Sam?"
That's cute.
He just associates the two together, Duke, they used to live across the street in Ohana, and then they were building their house, and Duke Nick is an artist, the father. He displays like all over the world. But he has his residency at I think might be the Andaz, and he takes Duke out to the curb when the garbage men come by. Waves, he gets all excited when the garbage truck comes by.
Nice.
That's cute.
Yeah, I wish I was that easily entertained.
Now, does the garbage truck in Hawaii make any like fun noises or anything as it drives around?
No, just kind of.
Well, I have to ask because I was in Asia and the garbage truck over there, do you guys know the sound it plays?
Dixie?
Anyone have any idea?
Dixie?
It makes noises.
I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like the ice cream truck. And so I was in Asia and I heard people all excited and like I saw them running outdoors and I had no clue why. Well, they chase the garbage truck and throw the garbage in. This was in Taiwan. Maybe not all of Asia, but they get very excited for that garbage truck because if you miss it, you miss it. You have to throw your own garbage in as it goes past. So now I hear an ice cream truck here and I laugh every time.
Right? I'm not running out there. I took my garbage out already.
Right? Yeah.
Missing out.
I was so confused that first time, though. I was like, why is everyone so excited for ice cream? Like, people just light switch goes on, like, wow, we got to get outside. I'm like, what is going on? So there you guys go. If you have a garbage truck that makes noises in your area, make sure you tell me because the thing now. I want to know.
So anyways, we've got Game 2 of the World Series today. Last night, in the 9th inning, total set at 8.5, and I had the under. I know some of the other people had the over. And, that ball came about 2 feet from hitting the foul pole or the fair pole or whatever you want to call it. And I think a lot of people just went, it was a cheer and all at the same time. That was as close as the Astros got, and I thought it was really exciting for a game that was fairly one-sided on the scoreboard. I thought it was a super exciting game. The Astros had a lot of chances. They had the bases loaded in the first inning, got nothing. They had a few chances, just didn't capitalize. And, of course, Charlie Morton now gone for the series. So, the Braves still have, they have some depth, but in Morton, who's going to pitch in Morton's spot? You got to figure they're going to have to manage this rotation depending on how the series goes. The Braves have done a really nice job of treating it as one game at a time all the way. They've done it all season, and then they've also done it throughout the postseason, kind of not really planning ahead. So I think if Fried goes tonight, if it did go like 6 or 7 games in Atlanta, he would probably go in Game 5. And then he would probably be available for an all-hands-on-deck Game 7. Be interesting to see how the Astros do tonight. Brian, what do you think is going to happen in this one tonight? This would be another good one with Urquidy with that 27 postseason ERA. The only time we saw him in the postseason, he got absolutely shellacked. 1.2 innings, 6 runs. He got lit up like a Christmas tree by Boston. He was the losing pitcher record in that beatdown of beatdowns. Max Fried has had the second half of the season, from heaven. This guy went from 5 ERA to a sub-3 ERA.
I remember when you used to bust on Max Fried.
I call the guys out when they're underperforming, and I give credit where credit is due. I always do that. And, as harsh as I was on Max Fried when he had the 5 ERA, I've been equal as complimentary as he's brought it down to below 3. Of course, you're not a fan of my videos, or else you would know that.
Anyway, as far as this game goes,
just make sure you smash the like button when you're over there.
I had my mom smash the like buttons.
Those are the best.
As far as this game goes, I'm going to go with the under 8.5 tonight. I kind of learned my lesson yesterday. Playoff games are just usually always lean towards the under. Urquidy has had trouble in the postseason, but I think they get 5 strong innings out of him, and I think Max Fried goes 7-8 dominant innings tonight, and he's been excellent second half of the season. His last start, I don't think he got out of the second inning, or He had a little rough patch last start, but I think Fried gets back to dominating tonight. It goes under the 8.5.
Rod, how about you? What do you think?
For me, I'm going to take the Braves. My line first 5. I think they can get to Urquidy. And I just worried that if they work Fried a little bit and you got to go to that bullpen. Braves used 4 of their starting guys last night, all in kind of like a hands-on deck. They got to win game 1. So how many of those guys are going to be available today? They're really hoping Fried can go 7 innings. But we know this Houston team might get him going. So I'm gonna take the Braves. Money line first 5. I'm worried about after that. And I lean to the over full game. I think we're gonna, like I said, it was just close last game. So I think we see the under in the first 5. Lowest scoring first 5. Opposite of what we see yesterday. Give me the under first 5 over full game. And I like the Braves first 5.
Joe?
Yeah, I'm sitting the same as you, Rod, for that first 5. I really think we're going to see both these teams come out really hard in that first 5 and keep this one under. Not sure for the full game. I'm not going to touch the full game total, 8.5. We saw what happened last night. I was on that over. I can see it going both ways in this one, but I think it starts off a tough defensive one. So, yeah, give me the first 5 under.
Yeah, I had the under yesterday. I'm sticking on the under in this one. I think that for the Astros, they know about Urquidy. You know, they sat through that last outing, so they're not going to sit through it again. It's going to be a quick hook, and they have plenty of guys that can go the distance. We didn't see, we saw Jake Odorizzi come in yesterday, and they have other guys like that have pitched substantial innings. So I don't know. It's a must-win game for the Astros, so it's going to be all hands on deck. You can't go down 0-2 and be headed to Atlanta for 3 games and expect to come out of there, to expect to come back home. You just can't, regardless of who's pitching. I'm going to guess it's going to be Anderson next game for the Braves at home, so it's probably not going to get a lot easier for Houston. And, now's where we start to see where the Astros, not having Justin Verlander, not having Garrett Cole anymore, this is where it starts to add up. A couple of years ago when the Astros won it, Justin Verlander, you just wheel him out, and this guy could go 9 innings, no problem. And he could do it on 4 days rest, no problem again. But, not quite the same. And Garrett Cole, now, he was in the number 2 spot. So it's like, he doesn't have the matchups, which is why, he doesn't have the same record anymore. Right now he's in the number 1 spot, not quite the same as pitching in the number 2. You have to go.
His numbers weren't that bad last year.
Hideous.
They're to what, 2.93 probably ERA?
No, the most important number, 0-1 in the playoffs. When they needed him most, he let them down. And when you get paid that kind of money, that's when they need you most. That's when you're expected to come through. Do you think people remember Tom Brady's Week 3 win over whoever they played? I couldn't even tell you. We're only in Week 8. I can't even tell you who he beat Week 3, but I know I could name every Super Bowl win he's ever had.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could also name his losses in the Super Bowl, right? The other stuff, that's why he makes the big bucks, for games like that, not for Game 3 against, I don't know.
That was so long ago now.
We're all like, was it Week 3?
The White Sox.
How many games have we covered since Week 3
of the NFL season? I think there's 256 games in an NFL season. So I'm not really sure how many. Oh, actually there's more this year, right? There's more games this year. In baseball, we cover 2,600 regular season games in Major League Baseball. I know that. I do 2,600 baseball videos a year under regular season. It's like, people ask me, how many videos do you? I did 39 yesterday. It's like, okay.
Just 39. Light day.
39 videos. Nothing going on over here. Kind of like Miami against Pitt on the money line, I gotta say.
Is there only 2,700 hockey or baseball videos? I think it's more than that.
2,600?
Yeah.
No,
Gotta
that's
be
how
more
many
than
there
that.
is. It's 2,600 in a season.
You sure it's not more?
Well, you have
162 games in a season, right?
Right,
How many
times
teams?
30.
Right? That gives you 4,860.
Right, and but teams don't play themselves.
No, but I'm saying there's 162 games, right? In a
Right.
season.
Right.
So times 30, you don't play them. So that's 4,800 games.
Right, half of that. 2,400. It's 2,400.
Well, I know
Okay.
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's half.
A lot.
It's half. So you take all the teams, exactly what Rod's number is, except in those 162 games, somebody's playing somebody else. So it's half that number. Like, each individual team plays 162 games, right? But they have an opponent. So one of the other teams is the opponent, right? 162,
Right.
162. If one team plays 162 games, right, and there's only 2 teams in the league,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they play another team, and they play 162 games.
Yeah.
How many games were played total? Not 324, you know?
That's like math classes, put me to sleep.
Kind of
That's how
like,
you really
2
feel,
times
Brian.
2 divided by
this is
1.
kind of like Brian's hockey picks. This is like, I like Montreal. It's
Grab
like,
your coffee, Brian.
It's like, I like the Devils. It's like,
Hey, I was right there with him on those Devils last night.
gotta go with the hometown team, Flames. You guys are both Flame fans. You both jumped off the bandwagon at the wrong time. How about those Ducks on the puck line?
Yeah, I like the Ducks on the money line yesterday. That didn't happen.
Yeah, you gotta go puck line. Puck line.
I like to get plus money on I like to maximize my wins.
Why
I
would you
don't
want
like
to do
that
that when it's too good to be true? Well, what do you got?
See,
That's
I get criticized when I take the money line, and I get criticized when I take the plus 1.5. So
Yeah, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Welcome to my show. Anyways, welcome to our show. Brian, what do you got for sale today?
1-1-1 yesterday. I got my Take It to the Bank 3-pack. You get to play in major. You get to play 2 plays in the NBA, and you get my NHL play. All for $40 at pickdogs.com. Take It to the Bank Wednesday. I'm sweeping the board tonight. Gotta sweep the board.
Rod?
And for me, off a winning day yesterday. Nice 3-2 day. Got a wealthy Wednesday 5-pack. I got 4 NBA I actually love, and 1 10-star NBA or 1 and 10-star NHL roof job. So I got 4 NBA, 1 NHL. So 4 wealthy Wednesday 5-pack over Pick Dogs Premium.
4 NBA and 1 NHL. Joe?
1 NHL, yeah.
What do you got?
I have-
1 NHL.
I have 2 NHL plays today and 1 NBA play. I don't know why I was struggling saying NBA. I wanted to say M.
We've
Not
been here
N.
almost 2 months, so it's starting to rub off on you. Professionalism has gone out.
I don't know why M wanted to come out of my mouth.
It's like the person that shows up like in their little suit with portfolio for their job interview, and then they work with us for a couple months, and it's like they're swearing, smoking cigarettes, and playing poker on their lunch break. You know, it's like,
Hey, I enjoy doing all those things. It's all good.
Can you spit in this direction, please?
Class it up a little. Come on.
We got 2+1 again. I was 2-1 yesterday. I lost the one that I lost is of course the one that gets under my skin. Stupid Gary Payton II turns the ball over. It's like, and they end up getting a layup on the other side. Lose by 1. Game given 9.
Never in doubt.
It was gruesome. Well, the Thunder had a gigantic lead, and the Warriors reeled them in, and it was it was one of those ones at the end where the Warriors were just throwing, like Steph Curry missed like a 38-foot jump shot. It's like, why, come on, work with me here. You can take 38-foot jump shot if you're up by 13. You don't do it when you're up by 10.
He was trying to show off for the fans.
Or he was getting the points. What's the official sports book of the NBA's position on that game?
I would think the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah. I think that if you're going to be the official sports book of a sport, that you should have to show your position on these games. You know, your full undisclosed position on these games. If you're the official sports book of that league, or the official betting partner of a league, of a team, of whatever, you should have to have full disclosure on what your position is.
Completely agree.
Speaking of the Magic,
because then it would take out the whole conversation of refs and if refs are paid off and everything like that.
It's ridiculous that they don't. It's like Pete Rose, is not allowed in the Hall of Fame because he bet on his own team. I mean, all the betting slips and everything that they found on Pete Rose, it wasn't like he bet against his team in 3 games. Matter of fact, most of the bets were on his own team. When they went there, he was the manager of the Reds, and the problem was they were terrible, right? So he lost like all those bets, but he was betting on his own team.
Yeah, makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Because he wasn't fixing it. He wasn't betting the other side,
right.
and making crap calls and being like, "Yeah, bring in the lousy guy. Yeah, you're in there."
It wasn't that at all. Or like bringing in, like the left fielder to pitch, or
exactly.
taking the over and or taking the under and resting all of his starters. It wasn't like anything like that at all. He was betting on his own team.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't take a dive. We got the Magic and the Hornets, Celtics and the Wizards, the Nets and the Heat, and the Raptors against the Pacers. Joe, what do you think of these 4 beauties?
Well, I really want the Raptors to come out and win at home, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen tonight. When I'm staying off of that as a fan, I really want it to happen. Hornets, though, I think they'll get the road win and the cover in this one against Orlando Magic. We look at Orlando, they're 1-3 against the spread so far this year. They're just not playing strong defensively. So give me the Charlotte Hornets minus the points, and everyone keep your fingers crossed that my Raptors can come out and get a win at home tonight.
So speaking of Joe Madden, Joe and I are going to be doing a new feature, a new feature on this show and on all of our shows where you guys are going to be able to ask us questions. And I'm not talking about like ask a question in the chat. I'm talking about like you're not going to phone in. You're going to be able to join us through the internet, and I can plug you guys into my soundboard right here. We're going to have you guys ask questions. Not everybody gets to ask a question. We're going to have just a few.
Are you pre-screening these questions?
Joe Madden's going to be in charge of pre-screening. So if there's any problems.
So don't lie. Don't lie to me what question you want to ask.
Don't
lie.
Like
nobody's gonna lie.
No, we're gonna super pre-screen.
Oh, you scared me though. Speaking of Joe Madden, anytime that sentence starts, it worries me.
Well, there's not going to be, there's going to be a lot of rules, like no anonymous profiles, no clown emoji, none of those things. It's all going to be legit, There's going to be, and they're not going to be exceptions, and things like that. So I'm excited to be able to bring that in. We'll probably be doing that starting, I don't know. Hopefully, the latest will be Monday of next week.
I like it.
We told someone we would do it, and we've kind of just been putting it off. They've been begging us to
Maybe we'll test it this week.
They've been begging us to try it. Not really. They actually just suggested it. And beg us. It's like, with certain people, they think like when you ask someone or make a suggestion, they rephrase it as, they begged me to do it. It's like, okay. Whatever you say. Anyways, I think it'll be fun, though. I think it's something that's kind of like, I know that in the past, like when we first started live, people were like, oh, you should do call-in show and you should do this. And I think that this is kind of like a hybrid where it's like we will have call-in and we will do our regular show. So, Rod, what do you like in these 4 games?
In these 4 games, first one I like the over in the Charlotte and Orlando game. You look Charlotte. Are Orlando 8-1 their last 9 home games, and the over is 6-2 the last between these two teams. And you look their defense on both teams. Charlotte's defense ranked 27th, giving up 117 points a game. Orlando 21st, giving up 113. Well, when my math add those together, that's 230 points. The total is only 220, and everybody's humping the under. So give me the over, Charlotte, Orlando in that one. And the other way, I'm going to take the Wizards plus the points. The Wizards 9-2-1 their last 12 following a straight up loss, and the Celtics 1-11 ATS their last 12 off of 1 day's rest. So I think the Wizards make this a closer game in that one. And the other one I like the under in the Heat and Nets game. Both these teams playing some solid D. Heat 4-1 to the under following a straight up win. Nets 7-0 to the under following an ATS win. The under is 12-5-1 the last 18 meetings between these two. Take the under, Nets, Heat.
Brian?
I tell you what, I think I could have a premium pick on I don't know about premium pick, but a pick on every one of these games. But I'm going to cut it back a little bit. Hornets Magic, I want to dig into later on the VIP. Definitely see a side I'm liking right now. I agree with Rod, the Washington Wizards here. Excellent value against the Boston Celtics. You're getting plus points, but I think could be the better team here. Boston, just because they've played a little bit better lately, I'm not sold on the Boston Celtics. Give me the Wizards plus the points. I like the Toronto Raptors at home. I bet it this morning. I think I got plus 1.5, if I'm not mistaken. Now it's down to -1 in some spots. I think Toronto goes 500 at home. I think this is a game here that they can definitely win against the Indiana Pacers team that I don't see making the playoffs. Take the Toronto Raptors on the money line.
I hope you're right there, Brian. I really want my Raptors to finally get a win.
Let's see. I like the Miami Heat against the Nets. I like them better at 5 than I like them at 4, but I still like them. I think they got a chance to win this ball game. I like the Wizards. People are starting to hump up on the Celtics because Tatum finally hit a basket, but the Wizards are actually the better team in this one. Do you believe in magic? Absolutely not. I like the Hornets beat down.
Who sings that song?
Do you believe in magic?
Yeah. It went straight through my head as soon as you said that.
It's such a happy song.
It is a happy song.
Believe in magic.
Isn't that just a theme for Disney?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's Love and Spoonful.
Love and Spoonful. I like that song.
Oh, yeah, that's it, right? Yeah.
John Sebastian, 1965. There's also a Sean Cassidy version that Joe probably prefers.
What are you saying?
I don't know. To do run, run, run. To do run, run. Anyways, so here's what happens. So Bet365 is asking me to fill out this form, and I go there, and it's a blank page. Hate that. Hate it.
At least they're not asking you to sign up for the emails after you're already on the emails.
No, they want to work with us. They're expanding into other states beyond.
Oh, okay.
They're my favorite. I love those guys. They send me to this blank page, and that is the issue. So, I'm gonna send a friend there a screenshot. Anyways, got the Hawks and the Pelicans, the Bucks and the Timberwolves, and the Thunder and the Lakers, both on a back-to-back. Ryan, what do you think?
Oh, this is an awesome card. Now looking at it even closer, I think I could bet every single game. But I think I'm gonna take the Thunder Buddies at home.
Well, Rod's got 4 picks.
I like to. Well,
I gotta put more. That was whole.
Today's a good card.
Well,
I like the Thunder at home here.
Oh,
Lakers.
Great card.
Lakers haven't been a great cover team, and they're on a back-to-back. LeBron didn't play last night. I don't think he plays tonight either. I think the Lakers win, but the Thunder cover. And I really like the Minnesota Timberwolves here getting points. I think they're a much improved team this year in the NBA. The Bucks, I don't see them as a blowout team. Getting 6.5, 6, I think is a gift. I take Minnesota plus the points and sprinkle a little on the money line.
Rod, what do you think?
For me, I like the under in the Lakers and Thunder. Both on the back-to-back. Tired legs. I think we get an under in that one, lower scoring. First to 100 wins that game. And I also like the under in the Wolves and the Bucks. You know, the Wolves 5-0 to the under off of 1 day's rest. 7-1 to the under their last 8. Bucks 3-0-1 their last 4 home games to the under. I think we got a lower scoring affair on our hands on that one. I mean, the Wolves and Bucks under. And the Lakers and Thunder under.
Joe?
I'm leaning actually on the over for the Timberwolves and Bucks. I really think we're going to see a higher scoring game out of these two, as both offenses really step up tonight. We've seen the defense for Milwaukee give up 115.2 points per game, and the Bucks are averaging around that 115 in both. And I just see them being able to compete with the Bucks tonight. I have a slight lean on Minnesota being able to cover the spread, so that's why I'm looking at the over.
I don't think the Timberwolves are ready for this spot. The Bucks have only had one home game all season, and it's like they blew them out. And it's like the Bucks are generally really good at home. This line's super light. And I think they're begging to take the Bucks, but they don't have to beg me. I think they're going to win by 20.
I mean, we've seen it drop 1.5 points in the past 2 hours or 3 hours or so.
Bet it again. Bet it again.
I think Minnesota is a team you got to keep your eye on this year.
I'm keeping my eye on them, Brian.
I would have thought that you would have
watching them. I'm watching them as I bet the other side. I like Minnesota on my list, and I have them on my list of games. This is a horrible spot.
This has Mitch written all over it. You're anti-Milwaukee on most cases, and you're pro-Minnesota in spots, and this just seems like a spot you would take Minnesota.
I know.
So I don't agree with you.
I know. It does, and that's how obvious the Bucks pick is to me.
No, Minnesota's going to win outright.
It's not just jumping off the page; it's leaping off the page. Timberwolves haven't played on the road all season. They lost to the Pelicans. Look at who they played.
Pelicans might win again tonight. Who knows?
Look who the Bucks played.
Everybody's humping the Hawks.
Look who the Bucks played. All right. Feel better about yourself? I'm taking the Bucks.
I'm not.
Do yourselves a favor. Do yourselves a favor. Put a little something on the Bucks.
Thank me later.
Thank me now.
It's definitely a books versus public day today in the NBA. That's for sure. We'll see who comes out on top. I
don't know. I think you got bad information.
Well, which one? Minnesota?
In general.
No, I think the Bucks are pretty Johnny Fish cake today.
I think on the Rod Zawacki ass shot whiteboard, I think you're actually like minus like 280 units or something on this. It's because Rod has to get up to use his dry erase board right there, so we get this.
Right, see, so it would be like it's over here.
Like, Rod, we can't see your ass. Can you move just a little bit?
That would be the perfect whiteboard. Today we'll start keeping track. Mitch has the Bucks -6, and I have the Wolves plus.
I'll lay 9.5 with the Bucks.
So each day we'll keep track on the whiteboard.
Let's give me some plus. Let's give me something to work with. I'll take the 9.5. I love the way that the sharp money is on the Timberwolves. It makes me feel even better about this one.
Well, I'm kind of wishing I would have had it as a premium play, to be honest with you.
Don't worry, Brian. You could back it with your wallet.
Maybe later today. Who knows?
You could also put it on the whiteboard.
I'm really waiting on that.
We don't do enough whiteboard stuff. Maybe we should move the office pool to the whiteboard.
We need a whiteboard.
Joe's like, I'm not doing no freaking whiteboard.
See, Joe could have a whiteboard right there.
Joe's like, no freaking way.
I could turn around and do a whiteboard.
Joe's like all smiles on the show. She's like, no freaking way. Look, I'll hit.
Oh, I saw a perfect Halloween blonde wig yesterday. I was thinking about, but then I didn't.
Oh man, I'm gonna get so sued.
I still don't know what I'm gonna be for Halloween, you guys. I need help here. Really need help.
Well, you don't want any ideas from me. My ideas aren't very good for Halloween.
Brian's idea is probably all. You could be a nurse.
Yeah. They're all male chauvinist ideas.
But that has always been my Halloween costumes. That's why I'm struggling to work out what to be this year. I have a whole pile of outfits, none appropriate for the show.
Okay. Anyways. You could be Giannis.
Giannis? Who's Giannis?
The Greek freak.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I would just do a complete blank there.
Wear your platform shoes. How tall is he? 7 something?
Player. Yeah, make myself a little bit taller.
Got the Kings against the Suns. We got the Blazers against the Grizzlies. I'll be Bill Walton. Got the Blazers against the Grizzlies and the Clippers against the Cavaliers. Rod, who do you like in these three?
Those three. I like the one. Give me the Kings. They're 4-0 ATS their last 4 road games. Suns 1-6 ATS their last 7. They're also 0-6 ATS their last 6 after scoring 100+ points. That's way the Kings plus the 8 in that one. Too many points there. Kings have been playing good ball. Their load win has come on the road. So someone's always got to go. So give me the Kings in that one. The only one I like in that grouping.
Brian?
Yeah, I'm jumping off the Kings bandwagon today. I'm going to skip that game. But I do like the Kings a lot in the NBA. But as far as this time grouping goes, I'm going to take the Cleveland Cavaliers here plus the 8. Everybody and their mom seems to be humping up on the LA Clippers here. I just think that's about too many points. I see this as a 5-6 point game. I think the Cavaliers can keep it within the number.
Joe?
I'm liking the Grizzlies plus the points tonight, and the under in that game. I think 234, 235 is what it's hovering around. It's just way too many points. Everything has to go perfect for these guys to score that many. The Trailblazers are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. So give me the Grizzlies plus the points in this one.
Oh, we should go. We should dress up as the Bet on It crew. That would be funny.
Yes.
That wouldn't get me sued. I get to be Marco.
I'm not shaving my head to go as Brian. I'm not shaving my head. Not happening.
Whose turn is it? Joe's?
I just went.
Oh, my turn then. I like the Clippers in this one. I also like the Suns. I just think the Suns are, I mean, you can't keep a good team down, and eventually they're going to explode. And this looks like a likely spot because the Kings are just, I like the Kings too, but the problem is they lose in bunches. And normally their bunches are about 7 to 8 games, not 2. So them losing,
They're changing. They're only going 2 this season, not 20.
I didn't get the memo. They're the Arizona Diamondbacks or the Kansas City Royals. They were like streaky this year too. Also, kind of like Kings, Royals.
I like the Royals. They're one of my teams too.
I did real well on them this year.
I didn't do bad. You got to play them at home. At home, I think they were over 500 this year.
Okay, Brian. It's okay. We understand. Go to the NHL. Florida Panthers on the back-to-back. Undefeated Florida Panthers. Here come the Boston Bruins. 3-1 on the season. Just 1-1 on the road. Got the Capitals. 4-0-2 against the Red Wings. 3-2-1. Blast off. A lot of value in that one. Plus 175 on the Red Wings. Oof. That's kind of one that it's there, but do you really want to touch it? And then you got two of the worst puck line teams in hockey, the Blackhawks and the Maple Leafs. 2 puck line wins among them. 2-11 on the puck line for those two teams. Yuck. Then you got the Dallas Stars against the Vegas Knights. I don't know. Is that the underachievers game or the downhill slide game? And then you've got Edmonton 5-0 on the season against the Flyers. Carter Hart, my NHL player, name,
We'll probably get the start tonight.
I just gave it to him. I just announced him as the starter, whether he's starting or not.
Okay, we're holding you to it, Mitch. Tell the coaches.
Rod, what do you think of these 5 games? I don't see a lot of meat on the bone here, but see what you have to say.
Now you see after you see the meat when I said I have 1 NHL play. It's like, It
is an card.
It is an card. For me, I like the under in the Panthers and Bruins game. 2 teams hard hitting. I think we got a lower scoring affair in that one. Give me the under. I also like the under in Detroit and the Capitals. Detroit's not. They played some pretty good games this season. So I like the under. I think we have a lower scoring affair in that one. And I'm going to take the Leafs. I think this is a get right spot. Blackhawks have real issues. Wow. They got Taves is out. Kane is out. 3 other guys that are out on COVID issues. Their whole front office just got fired. They have so many issues. It's horrible. This Blackhawk team is in disarray. It's a disaster.
I know, but you're getting plus 175 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to look at it from that perspective. I mean, the Maple Leafs don't even have all those issues that you mentioned, but they still stink.
They don't stink. But
so this is a get right spot for the Leafs.
2-4-1. They're so bad you took them. 1-6 on the puck line. 0-3 on the road.
They'll be good by the end of the season. This is when you take teams like that when they're bad.
But playing on the road against the Blackhawks, they're 4-1 in their last 5 meetings. So
I mean, I'm not touching this game, but I'm just saying.
I'm taking the Leafs on the puck line. I think they beat up on the Blackhawks.
Wow.
And, you got no
I'm going to
coaches,
take the
no front
under.
office. It's a disaster.
I'm going to take the under in that one. I don't think either team has the ability to find the back of the net. They're just struggling like hell right now. And the Blackhawks without Kane is huge. And I don't like what I'm seeing out of the Leafs. So there's no way I'm taking a side because I can't bet with the Leafs at all. I really hope they get it for you, but my best bet on that one is the under 6. I don't think we see a lot out of either of these teams.
Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to lean towards the Edmonton Oilers here in the puck line. I just think they're the far and away better team than the Flyers at home. It's where they're going to cook the sausage. And I think the Boston Bruins are a nice value here on the road, plus money against Florida, who start out hot. I like the Bruins better than the Panthers, and I'm getting plus money to boot. I think Boston knocks them off tonight. So Bruins and Oilers puck line.
Panthers on the puck line, parlayed with the Red Wings and the Blackhawks. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Just think the Panthers way better than the Bruins. Bruins always overrated. Not. Overrated always. It's like
Florida's a good team, but I don't think they're overrated.
Also, like I said, the Maple Leafs, you want to lay minus 195 with the Toronto Maple Leafs in good conscience. I mean,
no, I'm laying the puck line, so it's plus 130.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've been so good on the puck line. 1-6 on the puck line this season.
Well, it's a get right spot. They come together.
They're
and
incapable.
The Leafs do that.
This is usually where the teams band together, where they do the circle and they say, you know what, it's us. We're a team. Do it.
Right. And the Leafs win.
Do it. Just like Washington State did it. Everyone does it. They all do it. It's
After Don Cherry bashes you, usually it's a good spot to take the team that he's been bashing. So
I miss Don Cherry. Yeah, I won't take
podcast. It's pretty good.
He has a podcast now?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. No. Yeah, I won't take a hockey bet on the money line that's over -145. There's no way. I'm not touching it. Not in hockey. Too much juice for me. And I won't take the Leafs on the puck line. They just kick me always.
Don't take the Leafs on the puck line.
Don't do it.
So we got a couple.
Good luck. I really hope it works.
Got a couple seconds here before we do our parlay. Just some quick hot topics. Mike Tomlin, rumored to go to LSU and USC, throws the temper tantrum at the press conference. Says, "How come you guys aren't asking Sean Payton and Andy Reid this question?" And there's not some magic booster showing up at my house with a blank check like everybody seems to think. And he storms out of the press conference. I mean,
oh, wow. I'm going to have to watch that.
Oh, yeah. Then the rumor is James Franklin to USC, and he makes a lot of sense for that job. And they are going to pay him a fortune, and he's going to walk out the door at Penn State. You watch. He is going to take it, and that will be that. He is the guy for that job, too. He is the guy. He will win a national championship there.
So why doesn't Miami pay him to come to Miami?
Because I don't think that they can pay him what USC can pay him. I think they would maybe offer him. I think maybe they have talked to him. I don't know. But I think they would. I think maybe they will. But you can't talk about the Miami as an open position when the coach is still there. USC and LSU are clear vacancies, and James Franklin is the guy, and it's like he would be great at Miami too. Perfect guy for that job too, because he takes bad programs and turns.
Penn State wasn't bad.
And turns them around. He took them out of turmoil back into the national picture. He did, and he did it at Vandy. He won at Vandy. If you can win at Vandy, imagine what you could do at USC or Miami. You won at Vandy. They're a bowl team like every year with that guy. Freaking Vandy. I don't know. He's not a great cover coach, which makes him a perfect candidate for the Miami job. It'll be interesting to see where these come from. I'm sick of these Nick Saban assistants, though. I'm way sick of them. The thing is that the next big job that's going to be available is Texas, right? Or the next big one, like after these. I like the under on Sarkisian at Texas, whatever it is. Love the under. Really one of the worst coaching hires I've ever seen. That one, I think the worst coaching hires of the year were Dan Campbell for the Lions and Steve Sarkisian at Texas. I also think that one of the other guys that's going to get some looks here is got to be Matt Campbell from Iowa State. He's got to, he's probably on the short list for some of these guys. And I'm going to guess that Miami's going to go after Lincoln Riley is the guy I think they're going to go after. But we'll have to see. I don't know. But, I'm not saying he's leaving Oklahoma, but I'm going to say they're going to offer him. That's their type of guy.
Why would you leave Oklahoma to go to Miami?
Because you have the number one recruiting base right in your backyard. Because they have a long list of coaches that have gone on to successful NFL careers from there. And they got a trophy case that's as good as anybody's. That's why. If you can recruit in your backyard, you don't have to go all these trips away, like all off season. Like those guys, they work like all season coaching their team and like drawing up plays, and basically sleep in their office. And then once that ends, they're just on the recruiting trail the whole rest of the year. This way, he would get to, you would get to do a lot of that stuff from your home. Good portion of it, enough to build a good team. That's for sure. The great Miami teams kept everybody home. That was the difference, They weren't playing at Alabama like they are now. kept the bulk of those guys home. When you do that, you win. You don't win. It's that simple. You don't think that Patrick Surtain Jr. would have shored up our secondary the way he did at Alabama? I'm sure he would have been just fine. What do you think the Eagles are going to do with that Dolphins first-round pick, Brian? That's a big one.
How did they get their first-round pick?
Last year, the Dolphins traded up 6 spots with the Eagles to take.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And they swapped first-round picks and gave them this year's first-round pick.
I'm sure they'll screw it up somehow.
A horrible, horrible trade. Normally, you would think, like the Texans make that kind of trade, or the Eagles, get the bad end of that one. But actually, right now, that shapes up to be the 3rd pick in the NFL draft. The guy that they're talking about to the Eagles with that pick is Malik Willis.
I would go after somebody on defense. But.
Well, Malik Willis is the guy that they're talking about. It's not a deep quarterback draft. I think that's part of the problem here. You got Willis, who we saw lost to Louisiana Monroe, right? Then we have the guy from Ole Miss, who I'm not sold on. And then we have the guy from Pitt. These are the top 3 quarterbacks. So it's not a great quarterback class. The guy who I would like is Thibodeau from Oregon. The guy who manhandled.
Nah, you're a big Oregon guy.
I'm not a big Oregon guy. I just think that they have a lot of talent on the team. And I think they play they don't get a lot of respect because they play out on the West Coast. I think they went into Columbus and busted up Ohio State. And it's ridiculous that Ohio State is ranked ahead of them with 0 wins over a ranked team. And Oregon has a win.
We'll get to see a rematch.
Oregon's got the win over the ranked team, that they don't have. So it doesn't even make sense. It's them. That's the ranked team they beat. Them. The ones head-to-head. The ones that are ranked ahead of them. The ones that have the same record as them. No, they don't have the win against Tulsa or Akron, though. So, or 2-5 Indiana. It'll all sort itself out. It never does. It always comes down to the eye test. All right, what's your parlay? Rod?
For me, my parlay, we're going to take the Wizards plus the points. We're taking the Heat under the total, and the Kings plus the points.
Would you throw the Blackhawks in there with that? I love that. Like in the YouTube comments, like I'll say something, I'll have to say something in the video, and people say, "Would you throw like I don't know, the over 18 U.S. national team against Trinidad in that parlay?" It's like that's why we have the sneaky parlay finder on the site now under the betting tools section. I think it's on the sports chat. It has those type of things. Brian, what do you like?
I'm going to take the Minnesota Timberwolves plus the points, the Washington Wizards plus the points, and the Cleveland Cavaliers plus the points.
How about you, Joe?
I'm going to take 3 on the money line. We're going to take the Clippers, the Oilers, and the Stars.
I'm going to take the definitely the Phoenix Suns with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Chicago Blackhawks. Really not liking the Maple Leafs as a minus 196 favorite. I'm offended.
I never liked the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, I'm personally offended by that price tag.
You should be. It's just rude.
I find it insulting. Who in the hell?
Minus 115 I give them, but not minus, yeah.
Where do they get off? Who in the hell do they think they are? Minus 196.
Yeah, it's not right.
No way.
It's just going to go
it's
up.
It's high for a reason. Toronto's going to win.
Yeah.
But whether they win by 2, who knows?
No way, Jose. No way.
I'm
No
just telling you
chance.
why.
No chance.
I don't even.
Slim just left town. No chance.
A whole bunch of people did leave town.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know if they called that one guy Slim or not, but he definitely left Chicago.
I'll tell you what. You bet the Maple Leafs at minus 196. You get what you get. You're gonna get what you get.
Yeah.
That's why I'm taking on the puck line. I am not laying no money line on that. No thanks.
Reverse puck line. This is where the action's at in that one.
No way.
They're gonna be
You're
mad.
dreaming.
They're gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad.
You're dreaming.
Who's gonna be mad?
Them.
There's nobody to be mad.
Them.
All the top guys are in COVID protocol.
Toronto needs to be mad. Mad that they're playing so crappy.
Well, you know why? You know why they're playing crappy? They're a very bad team. Very disappointing.
Toronto probably wins this game 5-0, 5-1.
So now they get to play a really, really, really even worse.
Like
team.
when we look at all of sports over the last 10 years, right? All of sports, the last 10 years, everything, college, pro, everything. Is there a more overrated team than the Toronto Maple Leafs? I would say Chicago Cubs, but at least they did win one World Series. But I think the Toronto Maple Leafs could be the most overrated team at any level of any sport. This is a team that has accomplished absolutely skadoosh.
No, the New York Yankees are kind of.
No, the Yankees have a trophy full. They made the playoffs. They've won some games. They've been contenders. Oh no, not like this. This has been an exercise in futility, and this is what they do. They have a general manager that puts together a crap team. They get these guys that are supposed to be stars, but what they are is really soft stars that other people want to get rid of. And then you know what they do when all that is said and done? Their big answer, they fire the coach. I'm telling you, we've seen this act before. I don't even know hockey, and I can tell you this. Rod, when's the last time the Maple Leafs had a good coach firing? It's always about
last season. Wasn't it last season?
It's always about 8 games in. You know, it's like they know, so it's coming. You know, this is their coach firing week. The Leafs have the second most Stanley Cups. When's their last one? They won them when there were 6 teams.
1967.
Yeah, they won when there were 6 teams.
No, there was more than 6 teams in 1967.
Yeah, 7. 7. NHL standings, 1967. I'm going to be late for my meeting. 1967-68 NHL standings. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 teams.
Yeah. I think there was more than 6.
12
Double.
teams. The Oakland Seals, 15-42, had a rough go of it that year. The Pittsburgh Penguins, the Minnesota North Stars, St. Louis Blues, LA Kings, Flyers. Not the teams that you would expect to see in this either. Montreal, Rangers, Bruins, Blackhawks, Maple Leafs, Red Wings, Smudges. No, the Smudges weren't there, but they were the North Stars. Such a good logo. The North Stars was a great logo, right?
Right.
And stars.
North
It all made
Star.
sense. It all made sense. It was an N with stars. It's like, oh, North Stars, right? How about a smudge? How about no, only do it with 4 fingers. It's better. It looks way better with 4 fingers. It's like, here's with 4 fingers, here's with 5. How many people like 4? How many people like 5? Show of hands. 4 it is. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a great day. Make it a winning day. Of course, we're going to do our premium show right now, our VIP show, 5:30. We got the drive-through. Joe and I will be back this afternoon at 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock Eastern time-ish, in that range, to do our office pool show. We doubled down on the prize money this week, so it could be another big week. Of course, you do that by the subscriber count going up. We exceeded our subscriber expectation by over 600. We beat our goal by. So, yep. That's what happens. Teamwork makes the dream work. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a great day. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. We're going to maybe stay on topic for a couple minutes. Make it a winning day.